wah, 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 Soviet Union.
This
Wah,
is
wah.
so boring. What the heck? Where am I? What is this place?
Do not be afraid, my child. I'm your fairy wizard mother. Come with me on a Russian adventure. We have arrived in Russia.
But why are we in Russia?
To learn!
How did you get up there?
Don't ask questions. We're going to learn about industrialism. Better yet, let the Russians teach you. Follow me.
Stalin enforced heavy industry over consumer goods.
We were worked so hard, many people were worked to death, and if we didn't meet our quotas, we were punished. Oh.
New factories were built.
The workers built dams.
Now let's look at family life.
We want to get married.
Sign here, here, initial here. Sign here, here, initial. You're married. Getting married was a lot easier in Russia. You didn't need a traditional church wedding. All you had to do was go in and sign some papers and you were married.
Urbanization led to smaller families because the apartments were so small, they couldn't have big families.
Wham!
I want a divorce.
Well, that's too bad because divorce is much harder now than when we were married in 1970.
Hi, I'm Dr. Slav. What can I help you with today?
You're a woman!
I am. Got a problem with that?
After the Russian Revolution, communists passed a law where women were equal to men, and 70% of their doctors were women. World War II killed many men, and by 1945, women were greatly outnumbered by them in the Soviet Union, and they were a big part in rebuilding the nation. I know women were in the work fields, but when they got home, who cooked dinner? Who did the chores? How were they treated?
Well,
in the 1980s, 80% of women worked outside the house, but on an average, they did 35 hours of housework a week.
well, I'm done.
Work here's done.
Yep. All right, gotta
Make
be the
some
kid.
dinner.
See ya.
Wah, 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 wah.
In Russia, different subjects were taught, such as foreign languages, math, and science. The government felt that those subjects were essential to a modern industrial nation. Soviet schools were a propaganda machine.
How's it going?
Nice seeing you here.
Oh, yeah, it is good. Do you know where the pudding is?
It's just around 5. I was headed that way.
Oh, really?
Many goods were still remained in short supply compared to the Western Europe and United States. Families in city apartments often had to share kitchens and bathrooms with their neighbors. Meat, fresh fruit, and vegetables were scarce and very expensive when they were available. The average person spent most of their lives standing in line to buy food.
Now we're going to learn about collectivizing agriculture.
I heard about the kulaks, but what are they? Rapid industrialization required increased food production. Food surpluses were needed to feed the city. So Stalin, instead of having many individual farms, combined them so that the food would come faster. But that led to disaster because many peasants revolted. Stalin responded to the violence, and the Red Army soldiers sought peasants who refused to give up their farms. Kulaks, or prosperous peasants, were sent to brutal work camps, and between 5 and 10 million people died at those camps.
Oh, it was just a dream.
Soviet Union. Can anybody tell me about the Kulaks?
I can.